Good morning, family. It's Rhae, and I'm back with another really quick word. So this really is going to be 2-in-1. They're both really quick, so I'm just going to put the both in this one video. So first off, power outages and blackouts and stuff. So yesterday in the morning, when I woke up, like the Lord just put in my spirit generators, like power generators, and I didn't really think anything of it. And so I didn't think anything of it. And then last night around 9 last night, the power went out in the whole neighborhood. Like it was just pitch black, and I was in the middle of a shower, and like the lights went off, and it came on for like 2 seconds, and it went back off, and it was off for about an hour and a half. So we had to use like our flashlights on our phone, and then we ended up finding candles where we put one in each room. So we had enough candles for that, and then we used our phones for flashlights. But I just want to put this out, like if because I said he told me generators that same morning, and I didn't really pay attention, like I didn't think nothing of it, and then power ended up going out the same night. And so just be prepared for things like that, power outages. Make sure that you have generators, make sure you have flashlights, candles, food, things that you can eat without having to use an oven or a stove or anything like that. Just be prepared for that. Of course, water, like I said in another video, water is just the essentials that you would need in case of an emergency or unexpected things like that. So that's that. The second message was about prodigal spouses returning, mainly for if you were in separation. This morning really, I had a dream vision. It was really quick, and I saw the man sliding the ring onto the wife's finger, and it zoomed into when he was it zoomed into her hand. So basically I just saw like a close up of her hand and then him putting the ring on her ring finger. And I couldn't remember if this was before the ring or after the ring, but I know in that same dream I saw a couple arguing like really intensely. And so when I woke up, I was awakened from the dream because I had this little hanger over here on my door, fell, and it actually made a really loud noise because it hit my doorknob. And so I like woke up, and I didn't finish the dream, but that's what I saw. So when I woke up, the first thing that was like in my spirit was of course them returning, but separation energy, and that vision I saw of them arguing, how they were arguing so intensely, reminded me of like just like separation energy. And so when I woke up this morning, I was asking the Lord to give me some more information. Like I had a feeling of what it could be, but just give me some more information so I know that I'm on the right track. So then I left about a few hours ago to go to the hair store, and I'm in the car, and the music started playing in my car like automatically when I cut the car on. So I wasn't really paying attention to the music that was playing as I was with the song. Teach Me by Music Soul Child. He's like teaching me how to love, show me the way to surrender my heart. Was playing in the car, and I heard it in the background, but I wasn't paying attention to it. And then I kept hearing him say, "Teach me how to love, teach me how to love." And then boom, I thought back to that dream. He was just reminding me, wanting me to share when prodigals are returning this season, where kingdom marriages are being released, and we are beginning to see a lot of those promises manifesting, and prodigals are returning home. And basically what he wanted me to speak on was the separation and why we had to go through separation. So the way that they were arguing so intensely is why, not necessarily saying like, strictly because you're not supposed to argue. No, when the Lord separates us, his sons and his daughters, that time is the Lord is pruning us, and he's healing us, and he's removing traits and habits and things that are not so of him. And if we would have been in these relationships before we were healed, and before we went through the process of the Lord removing these things from us that no longer, basically that we couldn't take into our marriage, our marriage wouldn't be healthy, or the relationship wouldn't be healthy. Maybe it would have not even reached the marriage if that were the case. If we would have still had some of these traits, like communicating, for example. You shouldn't be arguing, like yelling to the top of your lungs, and not listening and trying to get your point across. No, you should be able to listen and properly communicate and be understanding, be patient with each other, speak with respect to each other, treat each other with the respect. And so that's really what I was getting from that dream. The separation was needed, and really it has to happen. Like, there's no really getting around it. Like, the separation is needed for the Lord to prune us and for the Lord to mold us and mend us into the husband or the wife that he's called us to be, so that when we come into these kingdom marriages, we can display kingdom love and godly love, and not earthly love and traits of like a worldly marriage, but of a godly marriage. So I just wanted to put that out, as we are in the season of kingdom marriages being released and prodigals returning home, being in the season of separation from your prodigal spouse, or just separation really in general, even if it's not a prodigal, just in your singleness. This is what the Lord is doing, and this is the purpose of it, so that when we return and when we come back into when we come into or come back into our reunions, when it's time for us to actually be married, then we're ready to go, and we're ready to love each other the correct way and live by the kind of standards, the godly standards, the kingdom standards required of a kingdom marriage, rather than a worldly, earthly marriage. So I hope this word was complimentary to someone, and that it blessed you guys. Please don't forget to comment, like to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back soon with another word.